Right. So I asked the grass what time it was, and then I went hunting. And when I came back, Silver Star was here, and they were burying some dwarves who it turns out aren't actually dead. And then I brought some rabbits, and we're gonna go to the elves and find a trapped Felagor in an elf zoo.
Yep. Yeah, that covers everything. I think that hits all of the important points.
Correct.
Briggs mounting paranoia and shift into Silver Star and all the rest of it. So you're currently in the cave. You have, you think, killed a dwarf who was otherwise held in some kind of stasis by a yellow crystal that turned clear when it was removed and is now in a box. What are you going to do?
What happens if you put the crystal back?
Well, it lost its color, right? Oh, wait.
Okay.
Well, I suppose there's no harm in trying. At this point, the fellow's already quite dead. I will float the now, I assume, colorless crystal.
Yep.
I will float it back over and stick it back in the dead guy's mouth.
Okay. You just put a colorless crystal on the tongue of a dead dwarf.
I assume that there is no change. So it occurs to me that until we have more information, we're probably doing more harm than good here. And perhaps leaving these dwarves probably preserved in their barrels is the kinder choice. Though we
What
should
if they're
bury the fellow
already
that we
dead?
are now sure is dead. I don't believe they are.
I mean, what if the crystal has made them that way, not the other way around?
I have a question.
I believe that the crystal has put them in some sort of suspended animation, but I don't know how to reverse it without killing them. Yes?
Is this one of the things that we have to figure out, or do we go save the world first?
This is quite
good point.
This is a bit...
Remember, like, now we're saving large groups of people, but there aren't that many of these guys, and they seem to be fine. So are we going to save them, or are we going to go save the world?
There is some relation between these crystals and our quest, if you'll remember. How we all even met was on the boat full of yellow crystals.
So we're going to save these guys.
Well, if we can get any clue as to how this thing works and what its purpose is, that might aid us in our larger scheme.
So I'm going to cook these rabbits.
That's a lovely idea. If my memory serves, the strange magic that was related to these yellow crystals originated from a group of people that live in the Valley of Mists. Is that correct? By people, I mean lizard folk.
Right. Purple snake people, which we're going to be passing through.
Right, and since I can think of no way to do any further investigation without significantly endangering the dwarves that we have here, perhaps we should seek out some of these snake folk in the Valley of Mists on our way through. I'm not sure how amenable to conversation they will be.
Logical exercise. Have we ever known these snake people to do anything that we would classify as helpful or good?
No, but perhaps they can be persuaded.
Follow me for a moment. Why would they go to the trouble of suspending these dwarves instead of just killing them? Not for a reason that's good.
Maybe they will deliver devices for the crystals.
That could be. I don't know that there's a way for us to get any information about what they're doing. But maybe interfering with their plans is the most merciful thing we could do for these dwarves.
Yeah, so let's take the things out and bury them.
That seems a reasonable course.
I thought taking the things out killed them.
It does, The suggestion here is that living in this state of suspended animation to perhaps be tortured or further experimented on by those that put them in the state of suspended animation is worse than death.
What if we just bring him with us?
But
that seems impractical at best.
What if we hide him
and I
under a
don't
big
have
pile of rocks?
clothes for these dwarves.
We could bury the barrels with the suspended dwarves in them in the event that we come across some additional information and can return to rescue them.
I have
It seems
two
really
things.
mean to kill a bunch of guys who aren't dead when we're trying to save them.
Two things within my power I'm willing to try. If it's magical that's put them in the suspended state, perhaps it can be dispelled. I have my doubts because generally this magic is from that brain magic. What did Drudnosh call it? Scion?
Psionics.
Magic. I may do nothing.
10 of it.
The other is if it's a curse, I could try and remove the curse.
I suppose it's worth a try. Your spellcasting resources will probably not be needed for anything else soon. I do doubt that it will work.
So we're trying that.
Yep.
Nothing happens. And nothing happens.
As suspected.
So
Indeed.
I will defer to those of you who are more familiar with dwarven culture, but it seems to me that our two choices are either to put them out of their mercy and give them the burial that they deserve, or to hide them in hopes that we can return and perhaps save them when we have gained more information. Which of those options should we pursue?
Bury them. They already lost all of their dignity, ergo their beards and their hair and everything.
I don't. I guess my point is well served by simply hiding them. I don't know that we need to kill them. Having them be, whatever nefarious purpose they've been stored here for, will be just as thwarted by having them dead as hidden, I suppose. So I don't know that I have. Don't know that I can weigh in here. I don't know what's right.
Why are we killing them?
We're not. We're deciding if it's more of a mercy to kill them than it is to leave them suspended.
I feel like they're already
Listen,
dead.
if I'm ever not dead and you have a choice to kill me or not kill me, I would like you to all pick not kill me.
What if in this... now, we have no way of confirming this, but what if in this state of suspended animation, they are being tortured and it's agony every moment that they're suspended? Would you rather be
I would
sitting
still
in a
prefer
barrel
not
for
kill
years
me.
in agony? And that's a choice that you're certainly free to make. I'm not sure that it is one that everyone
I'm
would
making it
make.
right now. I'm letting you all know, if I am not dead, don't kill me.
Understood, Din. Thank you. I think that these dwarfs might want to be released to find peace in the next life, though.
You don't think they would like to be released to find peace in this life?
Well, that's not in our
I'm
Maybe
going
they
to
just
test
want
something.
to be more alive.
And I walk up to one of the living dwarves, and I cut his finger, like a paper cut, and I try and see if he bleeds.
He
It
does not
gets worse
bleed.
and worse.
He does not bleed. Okay.
Nope.
And then I hold up his finger and I say, "Does this look alive to you?"
Well,
It looks suspended.
it
as
looks
we've discussed.
aliver than the one we took the crystal out of.
It looks aliver than the dead one.
Right.
Okay. Well, let's say
Perhaps look at
that
it this way.
all three of them were like that before they had crystals in their mouths. Does that make them living?
Is there any indication?
We have plenty of reason to
Any
believe that the
indication-
crystal did this to them. And additionally, that we don't know how to reverse it. But there's no reason to design a magical item that suspends things if you can't unsuspend them.
Right, so my question is rather, will we ever have that ability? There is a chance, at least, that the magic that has created this, or the mage, the magician, that has created this state of suspended animation is capable of tracking them with the crystals, or scrying magic, or divination, and perhaps hiding them will not be effective. If I were making the decision, I would probably remove the crystals and give them a proper burial. I don't feel comfortable making that decision, at least not without a quorum, but that is my vote.
I'm
We're
inclined
in
to
dwarven
agree.
ruins that who knows how long this place has been destroyed. I can't remember. And if they were living in the ruins at the time of its destruction and they've been preserved for hundreds or thousands of years.
Well, the barrels
I
of Mistral
don't remember seeing them every time I visited.
recent. Right,
Yeah, they.
I thought that our suspicion was that they were somehow either transported here or captured here or whatever it was. Somewhat recent.
Actually, guys, I have an answer that may provide a motive and a person that would have done this. Those that have been seeking out the crystals are the people, the lizards from the Valley of Mists. We know that the ruins of Flagra held the magic wall with the combination that was built by dwarves. Dwarves would hold the answer. Now, if they were captured and essentially tortured or whatever and didn't give the secret to opening the gate, they were then essentially put in a suspended state or preserved outside there until someone could come, unsuspend them, and get the information they needed out of so that they could get beyond the wall.
As reasonable an explanation as we have.
It's a pretty good explanation.
It does not, however, answer our question.
I'm gonna throw out a hypothetical here.
I don't
Say
think you kill
we
them.
find out
We hide them.
we hide them, but are we gonna
We
go
hide 'em.
back?
Right.
Here's my hypothetical. Let's say we figure out how to undo the yellow, whatever this is, at Thacon. Are we gonna go all the way back to undo this for two dwarves?
Lad
at
has a point.
Yeah.
What are the chances
We
we
could
ever
send
make
a
it back
message.
here? I
Yeah.
mean,
We could write a
let's be-
letter.
Let's be completely
We can let
pragmatic
somebody
about
know.
this. We could probably
Why
be
do we have
dead
to kill
before we
them?
make it back here.
What was the
I-
rationale behind killing them again?
They're probably pretty much dead.
Let their souls go.
So we should kill them because they're already close enough. So let's just kill them, finish them off.
No,
No.
didn't. Listen,
They're
the,
pretty
the,
much.
the
If the
idea
crystal.
the idea is that they're
Killing
going to be
innocent is
used for
wrong,
something
period.
worse than being dead.
But we don't know what they're being used for.
Okay. The
I
logic
need
is
a perception check
We've-
from everybody, please.
we've never seen the
Oh
lizard
wow,
men
that is uncharacteristic.
do anything good ever. So whatever this is, it's not good.
But somebody gave us one in a box.
Din, you're getting frustrated
attempt
and
to
huffy,
kill us.
and
Din.
you
Yeah.
shake your head and lift your nose to the ceiling. Such an you just don't understand because people
Why
are
are we
stupid.
killing things that are dead?
Hanging against the stars above you because the night has fallen and you're now outside. Because you were only just in the cave entrance discussing things, and people are like, you're eating. This has been going on for a while now, this conversation. But like above you, hanging there like some giant bird or insect, there's a creature that appears to be floating above you. It looks like it's warm, like almost like an insect, but made out of like spider web. Almost completely see-through. There's 12 eyes that twist around its body, moving consistently through its entire form. It's really pretty, but also
And
terrifying. And you have been ambushed.
Oh, no.
And as you look up at it, Din, you feel fuzzy, foggy, like a cloud is descending over your mind. It's
You guys, there's a thing with things in this thingy.
Please, Din, if you don't have anything important to add to the conversation.
In the up parts. You guys. It's the thing.
Wait, what? Oh.
The thing.
So, yeah, you feel drowsy, and like the surroundings around you start to become distorted and feel a little unreal. And everybody needs to make a wisdom save for me, please.
Oh, wisdom. The one I have no... Oh, gosh.
Fail.
Oh, wrong order.
Wrong order.
Fail, succeed, fail.
I'm the wisdomist.
Oh, I failed with a 16. That hurts my feelings.
Okay, so everybody is now taking disadvantage on all attack rolls, saving throws, and skill checks.
You guys were screwed.
As you look up
Until we
and see
pass?
this, and well, just that's it for now. You look up, like as Din sort of pointed out, and as you look up, this thing gazes into your very soul, and you start to feel foggy and drowsy and weird, like something's invading your mind, and everything seems to slow down. And roll initiative. But before we roll initiative, I need to make sure that we don't have we do have a turn order active at the moment.
I think we need to
Maybe remove
highlight our
that.
characters.
Yeah, where are we?
Yeah.
Let me just move you to... Where were you? Here. Oh. Because you're actually in the cave entrance now. I don't have a token for this thing. I couldn't find an appropriate looking token, so we're not going to be using the battle map. But I don't think it's going to matter too much.
Yeah, we
like
just
it.
need to highlight our characters for the initiative button.
Yeah. That's exactly right. So get that initiative rolled up.
Terrible.
I'm going to roll my initiative. Terrible?
Well, I didn't
what's my
get...
initiative?
I passed my wisdom check, but I sure failed my initiative roll.
The good news is that you passed your wisdom check, so you don't have disadvantage on everything.
Yay!
So that's quite nice for you, as opposed to everybody else. And I need to add... that and... what did I roll for my initiative? I rolled garbage. So...
Yay! Was it worse garbage than mine?
No.
Flying is scary.
No. Scary flying see-through thing. Okay, so as you look up and you start to feel foggy and weird and strange, you see a thing, and it's terrifying, but also makes you feel sleepy and drowsy. And we're going to be starting off with Gergintius. Anybody who is trained in knowledge nature or psionics.
Hey,
anybody
where's my
who's-
wolf?
I'm trained in
You
nature.
don't have.
And
Well,
history.
if you're trained in nature or psionics, then you can roll a knowledge check. And if you roll well, I can tell you some things about this creature. Tabarin,
If I'm
who
trained
is trained in nature.
I'm also
Tabarin,
trained
you
in
recognize
nature.
this.
I don't know what it is.
You recognize this. It's called a dream feign. You know what it is, and it is dangerous. These things are a menace. They're an evil fae that are incorporeal, and they're associated with dreams. And they feed on dreams. So, you know that's a thing. Gargantius. It's your action.
So, let's see. I don't know if I am actually if am I in the hole with a shovel, or do I have like my stuff on me?
Oh, you'd have everything on you.
Okay.
You'd finish digging the hole. You just spent like the last hour discussing the moral dilemma of these dwarves.
Right. Okay. I have 2 attacks, so what I'm gonna do is the first 2, I'm just gonna, swing. But for the third,
Okay.
I'm gonna commanding strike it and give it to. No, wait, no. I'm not gonna commanding. I'll do maneuvering so Bree can get behind the thing. Anyway.
Okay.
Where's my thing?
It may be important to note for your future tactical considerations that Brig is no longer here.
Oh, Silver Star. Anyways, I'm also doing. Where is it? This.
Okay, so a 16 and a 24. And when you hit a creature with an attack, you can expend
No,
one
I
die
think I
to
missed
maneuver one.
both. 15 is the other one.
Oh,
Have
right, yeah,
disadvantage.
15 and 16. I forgot that you had a disadvantage. My armor
Yeah,
class
otherwise I would have
is,
rerolled that damage.
16. Oathkeeper is a magical weapon, isn't it?
No, it's a +2.
That's magical. If it's
okay,
plus,
it's
it's magical.
Okay.
Okay, good. So you connect with one of your attacks for 14
slashing.
damage. Okay. Brilliant. All right, and that's all you're going to be doing. So maneuvering attack. You add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll.
Oh, does
You can
that
only
mean I
use
have to
maneuvering
swing?
attack when you hit. No. So when you hit, you can choose to use that. So you did hit with one of
Okay.
your attacks, so you can choose to use that. So now you do 1d8 additional damage, so you need to roll 1d8 more damage. And you can choose one friendly creature who can use its reaction to move up to half of its speed.
Brig. I mean, Silver Star. Dang it. It's 2 of them.
Silver Star, perhaps to your surprise, does not move into flanking position and instead runs away 15 feet.
Okay, you could do that, and you won't get hit.
So this thing it's floating in the air, right? It's like flying above us.
Yes,
Okay.
it certainly is.
Oh, that means I have 1 more attack, don't I? I have 3.
Do you make 3 attacks now as a fighter?
Oh, it was. Never mind.
If you make 3 attacks, that one hits as well for another 14 damage.
Yeah, I think I got my 3rd last level. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, 11.
Okay.
11 is a third attack.
11, you would get your third, yeah. All right, so that is your turn done. We're down to Silverstar, who is now 15 feet away.
Silverstar, not knowing the nature of this thing, tries something that is ironic and casts Phantasmal Killer at it.
Okay, what does Phantasmal
So-
Killer do?
You tap into the nightmares of a creature you can see within range and create an illusory manifestation of its deepest fears, visible only to that creature. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. DC is 17.
Okay. 1d20 plus infinity. Okay, yeah, I pass. Next.
On a successful save, there is no effect.
Okay.
But it was going to be so ironic
Silverstar-
when I killed the nightmare creature with nightmares.
No. Tabarin, being groggy and
I tell everyone that this creature feeds off of the dreams and of others and kills people, and to stay awake and be alert. This may not be our fight to fight. So I'm going to move.
Well,
I'm
that
gonna
would have
move
been
30
useful information
feet.
to have. I may have just strengthened it somewhat. What, with the nightmares? No. Sorry about
I'm
that.
going to move 30 feet away and cast Eldritch Blast at it thrice.
okay. Thrice
14,
is a miss.
22,
is a hit.
16 damage, and push it away 10 feet.
Okay.
And a 14 is a miss.
All right. 16. Okay. Moving on down to Din.
I know this is going to surprise you all, but I'm going to shoot it.
No way.
I know. Try to contain your excitement. I'm going to shoot it twice because I remembered this time that I can attack 2 times. 26?
Okay. Hits.
Shoot it
Thundering
again.
Fancy metal piercing. That is
Yep.
not messing around.
Some pretty serious damage.
I
Types.
didn't get it that time.
No, 15's a miss. So 20 damage. Okay.
And a really loud boom.
And a really loud boom.
I really should probably stop firing that thing in caves, but it's so much fun.
We're outside the cave.
Oh,
Right.
okay, good.
We're just outside.
Like in the mouth of the cave, so it's probably still echoing behind us.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Who died?
Hello?
It's that thing's
Hello.
turn.
Hi.
Oh
It is
dear.
that thing's turn, yes. It is that thing's turn. Okay. So, I am going to do that one first. Now, who's still in base contact with this thing? Go Gintius, right?
Well, it got pushed 10 feet, but I guess still, yeah.
It's quite large and hovers over you, so... I'm going to guess I hit you with a 23.
I feel lucky.
You feel lucky? Does that mean I have to re-roll it?
Maybe if I can find the command.
Do you feel lucky?
Punk.
After the die roll, but before the outcome is determined. Well, whatever. You choose a d20. When the
So
attack roll is made
basically, I
against
can
you.
choose the. I'm gonna choose the lower one.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you have to
You
roll a
roll.
dice.
Oh,
you
I
roll
do.
a d20 and choose to use either the one that it rolled
Oh,
or
it probably rolled lower than me.
It did roll lower than you, so
Okay.
that 23 hits. Okay.
I'll go ahead and minus that.
Incorporeal touch attack, so I don't actually do any damage to you. As a incorporeal tendril reaches out and slaps you in the face. Do me a favor and roll a wisdom saving throw for me. Actually, a charisma saving throw.
Oh, that's better. Oh,
That
wrong
wasn't
Not
order.
in that order.
The order wouldn't have mattered
That's-
because you're
Yeah, you have disadvantage.
disadvantaged.
Oh,
You do
that's
have
true.
disadvantage. Gigantius, you immediately fall asleep.
Oh,
You hit the deck. Magical sleep.
And I'm in a grave, so
We need to run. Pick him up and run.
And I'm also going to do another thing. It didn't like Lord Silverstar talking at it. It was not a fan of that at all. So if you could please, Silverstar, roll me a... where's my skill there? I think it's a charisma save. Let me double check. It is a saving throw charisma. Yes, a charisma saving throw, please.
That's a single-digit number.
That is not a good number. Okay. Your entire store of air in your lungs is immediately and forcefully expelled. Like you just breathe out every single centimeter cubed of air in your lungs. It's just out. And your autonomic breathing is completely disrupted. You can't, like, your body is not breathing on its own.
I'm actually
You
not sure that
can-
your body is capable of reinflating a lung that is completely collapsed like that without outside assistance. So that's cool.
So, yeah, basically. So that's the thing. That's just happened.
it's hard to reinflate a lung
That's
if there's
unpleasant.
air in your chest cavity.
Yeah.
But as long as you were just squeezed
Yeah.
and you don't have air preventing
Yeah.
it from reinflating, when you puff your chest back out, you'll get air in there.
Well, right.
Yep.
So did my diaphragm is my diaphragm like in my throat now because my lungs, or did my like chest collapse? Whatever.
No,
the
it's just
anatomy of
your
the spell
lungs
is not
just
important.
squeezed all of the air out and stayed contracted. Like you just don't, you have no, yeah. It's not pleasant. You find yourself literally breathless, which is very, very, very scary.
It's not good.
No.
not great.
Harbeck, it's your turn.
Run.
Sleepy Harbeck.
Harbeck walks up, pulls a pouch off of his belt, calmly kicks it back, enjoys a little drink while walking up underneath the dream thing. Looks at it. Kind of takes like a staggering stance. We'll get ready to dodge. So I'm gonna prep one of my spells, which takes a round, right? I can't cast it till next turn.
Yep.
So we're gonna prep a spell and start defending. So I'm gonna spend a key point to use my my bonus action
Dodginess.
as defense. Dodge.
Okay. Gigantis is asleep. Silver Star. Now, the way this works is you can spend your standard action gasping for breath to try and just fill your lungs back up. And you can do that every round as long as the effect lasts to just keep trying to force air into your lungs. Or you can choose to ignore the fact that you have no air in your body and take normal actions. At the expense of not having air in your lungs, which is a
I
bad
suspect
thing.
that spells that have verbal components are going to be difficult to cast with no air in my lungs. Is that
Impossible.
accurate?
Yeah. Yeah. Which is why
Well,
it
now I
chose
need
to
to-
hit you with that particular effect.
Yeah. Now I need to look real quickly and see if there's anything else I can do. Because I had a plan, but now my plan is not so useful anymore. That one doesn't have any verbal components. probably not going to work anyway.
I'm imagining like Goodberry or something completely useless.
Guys, look what I can do while I can't breathe.
Let's see. What have I got? There's got to be more things that don't have verbal components. That one has a verbal component. That one has a verbal component.
There's a reason that they call it silence or mute in most video games.
All of my assorted charm spells are probably not going to be super effective. That's gotta have. Yeah, I think that. Is there any way for me to undo this other than just wait for the duration to end?
That's not really how magic works. You can negate the ill effects of it by spending a standard action breathing every round.
Right, but there's some spells allow additional saves each round where you can spend an action to try to save again. This is not one of those.
Nope.
That also has a verbal component. That one didn't work. I'm going to, crawl away a little bit and struggle to breathe. And when I say crawl away a little bit, I mean actually move faster than anyone else in the party can, because I still have rogue levels. And
You're running away.
I'm gonna run away a little bit and try to get my breathing under control so that I can be useful again.
Okay. That means we're moving down to Tabrin. Tabrin, what are you going to do?
The effect that we're under, is it charm related?
Let me double check. It's mind affecting. So I'm going to say yes.
All right. In that case, Tabrin's immune to charm with beguiling defenses, part of his warlock class features.
Oh, neat.
So, with that being said, I am going to cast my Mystic Arcanum spell for the day of Arcane Gate.
Okay.
10 feet away from me, I will open up a portal, and off in the far distance, as far as I can see, 500 feet away, I will open up another portal, and I will spend my move to get closer to Gargantius, but within... if I can stay out of reach of the creature, great. If not, just get closer to Gargantius.
Okay. All right, you get to Gargantius' side. You will be within reach of this creature. Its body seems to be almost amorphous. It is an incorporeal creature. So it seems to grow tendrils that reach out to try and touch things, and you imagine that staying out of its reach would be quite difficult.
Okay.
But yeah, you can get closer to Gargantius. So there's now a portal open here and 500 feet away in that direction across the Salt Flats. Din.
I'm gonna shoot it again.
Okay.
I don't know what thing, but I feel like if I kill it quickly, that will be the best answer.
24.
Nice.
Okay.
And
16. All right. Scary flying see-through things turn again. You know what? It's really getting sick of you shooting it, Din. Can you do me a favor and roll a charisma save, please?
Yeah. This is gonna be bad. It was double digits at least.
It is double digits, but it's not. This is a once per day effect.
Not enough digits.
Probably enough digits. I don't think it would require 3 to save. That would be a little unreasonable.
Not enough quantity?
Din,
Yes.
you feel it reach into your mind and
Ouch.
then recoil.
Oh. Ha. Take that.
And nothing strange. It doesn't. You don't feel strange or weird. Like it touched your mind and then left, but you don't feel strange or weird. Harbeck, it's your turn.
I'm going to finish casting my spell. Because I'm
Okay.
going to finish casting my spell. Where's the button? This one.
What spell did you cast?
Harbeck
Less.
says some things that are inspiring. Fight it better. You can do it. Don't be groggy. And everybody feels inspired. You all get extra D4s on all your things.
Yay!
And I'm asleep. I'm like, I'll try my hardest.
I can actually only hit 3 people, so I'm going to hit the 3 people who are awake.
Okay.
Yes.
So Gagintis
Never
is
mind,
not
I didn't hear you.
inspired in his sleep. Right. Gagintis is sleeping. Silver Star.
Silver
Still
Star
gasping for breath.
has been like racking his brain to think of things that he could do that would be useful without breathing. And since he gasped for breath 6 seconds ago, this time he's going to forego breathing and instead cast True Strike. I'm going to cast True Strike on somebody that is attacking this thing, which appears to be Babs. So your next attack is made with advantage.
Oh, so I have advantage and +4 to all of the things.
Advantage
Yes.
cancels your disadvantage, so you have normal and +4.
I have
Yeah,
normal
you have normal plus for all of the things.
and +4 all of the things.
And I believe it's
Okey
just your
dokey.
next attack. And then I
It's just the next
will
attack.
suffer whatever ill effects happen from not breathing.
Okay. You need to roll a Fortitude save for me, please. Which is Constitution, of course.
I pass out? No. I take some damage.
What did you roll?
An 8.
8.
You rolled an 8
Bree.
plus a D4.
Oh, plus a
That's
D4.
a
Yeah,
12.
don't forget the D4. You've been blessed.
I roll a 9.
I'm useful!
Brieg, the stress of trying to, will yourself through not being able to breathe and cast spells causes you to pass out. You are effectively unconscious.
Excellent.
Not even sleeping, actual, disabled unconscious. Tabrin.
How far am I from people? Gagintius?
You're on top
Brieg's
of
far
Gagintius. Brieg's a long way away, 60 feet away.
Well, no, I had to
Probably.
move closer because I only have 30 feet of range on that spell. So I
It's
scrambled
30
close.
feet away.
Okay.
30 feet from Babs, or from Din.
Yeah, who is reasonably close. I'm going to say about 40 feet away, something like that.
Okay, I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast and then finish my move to Gargintius, preparing to pick him up and move him.
I mean, you could. I would say, cast Eldritch Blast and pick up and move with Gargintius' turn. You're basically on top of it
Okay.
at this point.
That will be the plan to move to the portal that I created, which we'll probably get to on my next turn.
Okay. Roll the.
So,
Add a D4.
24 to hit. It's added in.
Oh.
See, a 24 would hit. Except that that's a natural one.
It's red on the D4.
no, there's a
The
one on
one
the
is on
blast.
the.
It's from the
4 dice.
D4. Never mind. I was like, how did you get a 24 with a natural one? That's insane. All right, so that hits.
Awesome.
Yeah, 12 damage. Okay.
Next one for 9.
A 30 is going to hit. Yep.
Wait, don't you still have the disadvantage
He
thing
doesn't.
happening?
'Cause he's
No,
immune
I
to
don't.
things.
He's immune to it.
This one,
Okay.
however, is a natural one on the first die, so
And is
that will
a
be a
fail.
miss.
Yep.
But it is pushed 20 feet away from me. Since I'm under it, does that move it up
Yeah.
20 feet?
No, it didn't move it away because it's
Away.
you're under it, but you're under an edge of it, so it would push it away from you, towards
it.
Babs and Brieg. Right. Din.
You made it closer to me?
You are overcome with grief and hatred of yourself. Make a full round of attacks against yourself.
What?
Against myself?
With True Strike.
And plus
advantage.
D4.
It's really hard to shoot a longbow at yourself, you guys. I'm not sure how to do this.
Well, you hold it backwards.
You just-
you pull the string away.
You're just literally
Just pick
shooting
the
your
weakest
feet.
weapon on you.
Your feet.
But I
gonna
don't
use a
think I get
weapon
to
she's armed
change
with.
weapons.
No, you don't. You just got to shoot your feet.
I'm going to hit myself really hard.
That hit, and that
Yeah.
also
that'll
hit because even with disadvantage, that'll hit as
Yeah.
well. So
Yeah.
you
That's
just hit yourself
wonderful.
twice for a total of 40 damage.
40 damage.
Holy
guys.
smokes.
What's everyone
That's
doing?
a lot.
Did she just like have an arrow stuck to her, like like how you're like stuck on the floor with an arrow through your, that sort of thing?
I just
Sure, used to
nailed
be a
myself to the
ranger,
floor.
So,
Both feet.
Yeah, you literally just crucified your feet to the floor. That's basically what just happened. And that's going to be the end of your turn. It's now Scary Flying See-Through Thing's turn again. Everybody loves Scary Flying See-Through Thing.
I didn't add all the 4s. You guys, I took even more damage.
No,
The
Oh,
4s aren't on the
yeah,
damage.
yeah,
The 4s are on
not
the attack.
damage.
Oh, just okay, good. I was a little worried.
And
I
I
yelled really
think,
loud and startled a baby.
this one. No, that's not going to help. I'm just having a look at my abilities because I forgot what one of them does.
turns out, baby doesn't love me because I don't have boobs.
Oh.
Well, get used to it.
We can't all be perfect.
Boobs are literally the only thing I'm lacking to reach perfection.
Yeah.
Which is why I've been putting on weight to try to correct this issue. But hasn't worked out.
Move.
I think there's some plumbing issues that are wrong
Yeah.
there as well.
He's got nipples. I'm sure if he tries hard enough, he can lactate.
Hey, what does the scary thing do?
You see a quasi-real membrane sort of surround this thing, and it's like it's shifting in and out of existence. It's almost like it's very hard to make out now against the sky, and is going to be very difficult to hit with attacks because it's very difficult to see. Harbeck, it's your turn.
What? It disappears right before it's my turn to pummel it. Harbeck's quite angry. Harbeck says, in the third person. My brig can't breathe. Gargantius is taking a nap. Din's just nailed her feet to the floor for some reason. And no. That's not okay.
Harbeck,
It is
Harbeck.
time. Yes.
you are truly upset with this situation.
Incredibly angry.
Incredibly angry. And something happens. Something happens. You feel yourself like that anger builds up. The fact that this creature is just manhandling your friends, your dear friends, and is just like playing with their minds and not playing fair in the fight, and you feel incredibly angry. And anybody else who's still awake and can see Harbeck notices that his beard starts to glow. Just a little. Harbeck, what are you going to do?
I am going to produce my Stein of Drunken Brawling. And it's time to go to town. We're just going to start swinging all the attacks that I can do. I guess I probably have to move up,
Okay.
right? This thing got pushed away, so I'm going to chase it down.
Yep.
And start going at it with the Stein. So, 2 on my basic attack. Like so. Oh, that was terrible.
Yep.
I don't get the D4. I gave that to everybody else.
Except him.
Yeah, I can't. Well, yeah, I get to hit 3 targets. So everybody who was awake at the time, and not me. So we're gonna spend Flurry of Blows to make 2 more strikes as a bonus action. Those are meant to be unarmed strikes. Can I use the Stein for unarmed strikes, or do I have to make real unarmed strikes?
You can use the Stein for unarmed strikes. We determined that you could use the Stein for unarmed strikes.
Great, this thing's just swinging. Just clubbing.
Okay. So a total of 4 attacks, and 3 of them hit for a total of 31 damage, correct?
Yeah.
All right, and you know what the special effect of the Stein of Drunken Brawling is?
No. I remember that you told me, and I was trying to find it in my notes, and I don't have it anywhere.
I remember you put like a beer in it, and it's like magic-y or something.
I actually don't remember. I told you to write it down, and you didn't. I'll have to go back and watch that video again.
It's got to be in my notes somewhere, but I can't find it.
Yeah, it's going to be in my notes somewhere as well, but my notes make no sense unless I'm, actually... it's not going to matter. Can you roll me 66, please?
Yeah. Bloom.
Okay, 22. As you guys see Harbeck just, well, except for Gigintius and Brieg, Silverstar, who are currently unconscious, as the other 2 of you see Harbeck swing with this Stein, every time it connects with this creature, it's like letting out this brilliant flash of light, almost like it's attacking like its actual essence, which is not something that's happened with any of the other attacks that have actually hit the creature. And Harbeck just pounds it over and over and over with this Stein as his beard glows a brilliant gold. And after swinging at it 4 times, there doesn't appear to be anything left of it. It's like its essence is just gone. There's no corpse. There's no indication it was ever there. Gigintius, you start to wake up. Brieg, you also start to wake up. Din, you no longer feel befuddled, and you stare down at the 2 arrows that you shot into your own feet.
Son of a...
So
at the end of my fit of rage, I'm going to throw the Stein just at the ground where the thing should have fallen. And, smash it into the dirt. Spin and run to Silverstar. Brieg. It's Brieg's body. And make sure he's breathing.
I set Gigintius back down on the ground.
Because Gigintius was being carried.
This is a different perspective.
Brieg is breathing and is slowly waking up.
Brieg, are you all right?
I'm sorry?
You're great. Who? Good enough. I'm going to spin and go to Din and look after the giant holes in her feet.
Will you pull these arrows out? I can't do it myself.
I lost it. Drink a bit of this.
Okay.
I have some heals that I can spend here.
I have some heals too.
That was a lot of damage.
I'm gonna cast some heals on me so I don't cry because that hurt.
Oh, that was really bad.
Oh.
Congratulations. I'm really drunk and you're kind of healed.
I'll take it. I'll take mine.
Okay. And we'll come back to the aftermath of that fight and the discussion of what just happened after a short 3-minute break. If you're watching on YouTube, there'll be another video available very shortly. If you're watching on Twitch, we'll see you in about 3 minutes. Maybe in about 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
See you guys soon.